Hello everyone, let me just turn, oops, I was gonna say let me turn down the music just a little. I didn't mean to completely mute it there. All right, there we go. So hello, I was outside, it is cold here. Still up in Canada, it's cold. And looks like, yeah, the market is feeling a little chilly too. They're not so happy. The investors are not so warmed up. All right, let's get into the, oh, you know what? It did it again. It did it again. Hold on 2 seconds. Let me, for some reason, it has messed up the screen. So hold on, let me fix that screen real quick. And just change the input monitor. There we go. All right, there we go. So we've got the SPY right back down where it was on Monday, middle of the week. Now, I want to really point out something to you here. Let me get rid of majority of my EMAs and SMAs and stuff, all of it actually. We're gonna hide all the EMAs. So on here, hello Salvatore, hello. Let me get the chat up over on the other side because I'm so used to seeing it over here that it helps me a lot. All right, so hello Salvatore. All right, so I wanted to start off with showing the anchored VWAP, right? Right here we have the anchored VWAP from the most recent low. This is on a 24-hour chart. Let me just get rid of this channel here. And I have it from the high back on the 5th of January. So this is the anchored VWAP, meaning you can anchor it to a certain day. This indicator was created by Brian Shannon. And I want to let you know there is a free webinar coming up on March 30th. So I'm going to drop that link right now into the chat. Hold on, it's gonna open up here, I think. Oh no, right there. Okay, so that link is right there in the chat. So you have that ready to go. Would love to see you guys there. Let me actually put that also in the description area. Okay, Brian Shannon, anchored VWAP webinar. Free webinar, no cost. And you are, if you're not able to make it live, they will send you the recording. All right. But look at how it was resistance here, right? Then it was support, and we broke it as resistance, and now it is resistance. We kissed it today. Kissed it bye-bye for now, right? We're really trading sideways here. We are bearish engulfing to this full body candlestick from earlier last week on Friday, the big debacle day, right? So let's talk about that a little bit with what's going on. Carl Icahn says our economy is breaking because of inflation and poor corporate leadership. Billionaire, not good, right? Not good when a billionaire is saying, this market, yeah, it's not good. There's a mess going on, right? Billionaires tend to understand a little bit. They know where the money is going. They know what's going on with it. We also have Credit Suisse. Shares tank after Saudi backer rules out further assistance, right? They have, hold on 2 seconds. Let me just close my blind really quickly. All right, let's get rid of my halo effect. There we go. I'm not glowing anymore for you guys. So Credit Suisse is now having issues. Their stock plummeted, right? We also have First Republic Bank bleeding red on rating cut to junk at the S&P. Junk, right? First Republic Bank. We also have Moody's downgrade the U.S. banking system due to 6 U.S. banks following SVB's collapse, right? Hold on, that's not it, right? We also have Let me grab this link over here. We have AMC. Yep, AMC has been on the threshold list of people that have not come forward, right? If you scroll down further, it will tell you what the threshold list is. It is people that have not paid up on their shares short, right? So they have been on there for more than 13 days. This poses a problem for open market trading, right? They've actually been on there for 25 consecutive days. So watch AMC. There might be a sizable squeeze coming on AMC as well. I should have put that in the link. Anyways, down detector, not any major issues today on the banking. However, there are some issues on Friday. Pretty much all the banks were down. Fear and greed, a little review. Right now we are hanging out at 18, extreme fear. Who says be greedy when others are fearful? Buffett. But we have Icon saying no, maybe you don't want to, right? Because we see that all of this stuff is going on. If we look at Credit Suisse, here's what we have to see going on. Credit Suisse is not in the US. When we look at the macro view, great, FDIC can back up the US banks, right? Where are they getting this money? Right? Where are the, the banks paid FDIC insurance. However, how can they give unlimited to all of the banks, right? It's kind of makes me worry and wonder, because we have hit the debt ceiling for the US, right? Yellen on Friday was yelling to Congress, hey, you guys need to step in and raise the debt ceiling so we don't have a financial crisis. Things happen. They tried to bail out SVB over the weekend with a bid for the bank. And what happened? They didn't let the bid go through. The stockholders are done, right? They're done. No trading, right? They're done. So the stockholders lose out. The depositors, well, it just so happened to be a lot of major tech companies that maybe made some big contributions to some certain people, and now they're getting bailed out. The former staff was associated to Lehman Brothers. Is this a repeat of 2008? Getting a bailout, but it's not a bailout because it's unlimited money from the FDIC. Don't worry, all of your deposits are insured. What about all the other banks? Well, let's see. I've got the XLF list right here. Berkshire Hathaway down today. Berkshire Hathaway B shares has 41% Apple. Why is it under the financials? It's 41% Apple, right? That's suspect to me. JP Morgan is down today. JP Morgan has some of the highest of derivatives, right? If the derivatives market, if the stock market starts to go under, derivatives go under. People are also selling Credit Suisse bonds. Let's do this here really quickly. Credit Suisse bonds. Credit Suisse, hold on. I'm good with Credit Suisse bonds today. Credit Suisse bonds plummet to distressed levels. People don't want to buy bonds which are supposed to be secure from a bank. What's going to happen? They're going to start dumping them. Oh my goodness. Credit default swaps dumping again in the market. There was a floor trader in London saying, I've never seen selling like this on Friday. We are below where we were on Friday, right? With the SPY. Monday, Thursday, Friday. We're hanging out, right? Major selling happened on Friday. Came up, anchored VWAP. Again, if you're just joining me, the webinar link is right here. Brian Shannon developed the anchored VWAP. Look at what we're testing today, anchored VWAP, right? So, in my opinion, hey, having some physical silver is good. What happened on Friday? Thursday, we had a jump. Friday, excuse me, that was Thursday into Friday. Sunday, first day of the trading day, Monday, Tuesday. We're still on Tuesday's trading day until 6 p.m. So look at this. In the past 3 days, okay, the market dropped. What did silver do? Oh my goodness, it's up 9%. I know my good friend Terry is happy. I have been talking about silver and gold probably since 2020 when the Federal Reserve, that's right, Federal Reserve, I need to just bookmark this page. Monetary policy, reserve requirements, right here. Following content explains the board's authority to impose reserve requirements and how requirements were administered prior to the change in reserve requirements rates to 0. Reserve requirement ratio 0% effective March 26, 2020. This has been setting up for 3 years. Do you read your economic policy of the U.S.? I didn't either, but then I got curious during COVID and I saw the banks have no money. It's a wonder it lasted for 3 years. What's really going on? Let's do a little drawing. Okay. The banks make money. How? Right? This is my little whiteboard here. We'll call this in, out. This is how the banks make money. Banks make money with deposits. DEP. All right, I can't write very well on here. They also make make money with interest on loans. All right. How do they lose money? This is plus. How do they lose money? Okay. People withdraw. Right? They maybe are using savings. And how else do they lose money? When loan defaults. Right? And maybe if people, they've got the deposits, what's going on right now economically? High interest rates plus interest rates. What does that mean? That means loan defaults. It also means we've seen that there's high unemployment, layoffs. What does that do to deposits? Layoffs means no salaries, no deposits, no money going in, right? So we have layoffs, we have no money. What else does that mean? With also inflation. People use savings. So if people are using their savings, there are no longer deposits. They're no longer paying interest on loans. They are withdrawing. This is doubling. This is doubling. Do you see how the banks are hemorrhaging money? Less money going in, more money going out. Bye-bye. The banks work when money is coming in. Times of economic turmoil, when people get laid off, they're using their savings, they're defaulting, causes a problem. When you have zero bank requirements, zero reserves, it's setting the U.S. economy up for failure. There are 14, I don't know why I did 4, but there's 14 currencies pegged to the US dollar. Right? This is a little education today. There's 14 countries pegged to the US dollar. When the US dollar drops, these countries are all affected. Bahrain, Belize, Cuba, Djibouti, Eritrea, Hong Kong, Jordan, Lebanon, Oman, Panama, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and UAE. All right, remember when Lebanon had their banks shut down due to hyperinflation? Well, we were having inflation too, right? So if our dollar goes down, these 14 countries go down. Why is Credit Suisse such an issue? Because the FDIC cannot bail out Credit Suisse. The FDIC cannot bail out Germany. If the money stops flowing around the world, what will we have? We'll have an economic turmoil around the world. What does that mean to stocks? All right, let's come back to stocks, right? So we had major down day of Friday, bearish engulfing right now. If we take out, let's go here, let's do it on a 3-hour, right? We really come down below 383. That's my level for watch out below. It could get really ugly, and it could get really ugly really quickly, right? On the Qs today, I said, hey, if we go above, we'll check it out, Salvatore. So I said on the Qs, hey, if we go above 294 today, potential long trade. Yes, potential long trade, but keeping in mind, let's make this 24 hours over here, that, hey, look, this is a cool tool here, volume profile from TradingView, visible volume profile. If we were to go up, yeah, we could retrace here, and we could have a retracement up to about 297.20. Look, we came very close. We came up to where's our price action? Where's the price? It's not showing me the price here, the little price bar. Weird. Okay, anyway. High for the Qs today. Let me check it out over here. Let me check it out. Highs for the Qs today was 297.04. I do create my watch list lives every morning at 8:15. If you guys want to join me, you can come on over. It's super affordable, and you're going to get 28 potential trades, right? Because I'm saying, hey, if it goes above this level, you got a potential long trade. If it goes below this level, you got a potential short trade. 10 different stocks and the 4 indexes. So you're getting that every morning live. Hey, IWM, all right, cool. We're about to go below the point of control. Next potential test area would be 171.60. Below 171, bye-bye. And if we look back on the bigger picture over here on the daily chart, we are below trend line. Let's do something else. We've got the anchored volume weighted price right there, anchored VWAP. Let's do anchored VWAP from back here, June. All right, we're below it. Is there anywhere where we are finding support? No, we're below. So when we're below that anchored volume weighted average price, that typically will mean a lot of selling is going on. There might be some people like Bill Ackman. These banks are super affordable. Everything's great. Oh my gosh, it's at such a discount. Yeah, it did go from 18 to, where's the high there? It went from 18 to 54. Yeah, and then look at how quickly it turned around. Do you think that they sucked in the buyers and they sold it? The market is 100% manipulated by the dark pools. And if you want to learn more about that, come over to thedarkpools.com, the training pit. The big money runs the market. Have you ever wondered why Kramer's picks tend to always be awful?
Hey, this is Sencho.
All right, because they tend to tend to manipulate the market. They got to plant the seed into what they would like people to do, right? So if they want people to buy, they're going to say sell. If they want people to sell, they're going to buy, right? So they're going to flip it around. They always want to do the inverse. So when we're looking at the majors, let's look at Apple. Apple right now is above this volume weighted anchored price. If we break below 149.50, likely done, right? It's going to go down. Like I mentioned before, 41% of Berkshire Hathaway is Apple. So this will affect the financials. This will affect the market overall as one of the largest holdings. Let's go through the list today. I've been rambling a lot. Okay, let's go through gold today. No, not that gold. However, that gold is doing well. All right, so gold today had a bit of a trade to the upside, but not that much up above 1740, not one to the downside. It is holding its support. Len today had earnings and it hasn't broken out either way. I gave a very wide range because it was a wide movement this morning. Also, up gappers, down gappers. It's not saying, hey, it's going to go up. It means it could fill the gap too. Newmont Gold today, little trade really happened pre-market. And right now, it's still trading sideways, somewhat like the SPY. Silver today, silver has pulled back down to a support area and looking for this to reclaim and break out again. Silver futures have, I showed you before, have done super well in the past couple of days. FedEx was up earlier, then it gapped down, came down, gapped, tested this 195 level, and I had 194.80. 194.80 right here and reversed, right? So you can see these levels are pretty strong. Tesla today, if it went up above 185.20, potential, oh, what's going on there? I didn't put that there. 185.20, potential move up. We're in a descending triangle with the moving averages. Watch it to break down 178.80. That looks like a pretty strong area right there. Let's look at Schwab. Oh yeah, everything is good with Schwab. Have you seen the form force? Let's go here. Form SEC, form for Schwab. All right, let's go. I like this one. SEC form 4. Oh, look at these sells. Yeah, sure, you were buying, trying to cover it up that you were really selling. 2 million on the 6th of March. Look at all these sells. Oh my goodness, wait a second. Have you seen Interactive Brokers? Look at what happened here. IBKR, why didn't it come up? Interactive Brokers. Oh my goodness, look at all this selling. To the tune of 996 million of selling. Things that make you go, how about Hood? Oh yeah, look, they've been selling. It does look like it's planned selling. It looks like it's conveniently timed, but March 10th, the chief creative officer was selling. He tends to sell though, about the same amount. Now, how about Coinbase, right? Coinbase, Paul Grewal, also happened to be chief legal officer of Facebook. Coincidence? Look at the selling. There's no buying since back here. When's the last buy? February 7th, and it's only been selling since. Looks like Mr. Armstrong knows what's up, right? How about Robinhood? Oh yeah, they're selling too, right? All of these people are selling as insiders, kind of gives you the insight. I haven't seen any on JP Morgan. Let's just double check. Nope, just the purchase. How about Bank of America? The majors right here. 223. The president sold. And let's see. Bank of America, Citigroup. Let's check out Citigroup. Citigroup, any selling? February 16th and the February 21st. That's weird. Why is the date inverted there? Oh, because of the date that it was reported. So basically these people sold and it was all reported on the 21st. How about Morgan Stanley? Morgan Stanley, February 3rd. All right. How about Goldman Sachs? Anybody selling from Goldman Sachs? Oh, On the 6th. Not that much though. Not that much selling on Goldman Sachs. How about, let's go over to our other financials. Wells Fargo. Anybody selling on Wells Fargo? Of course, it's going to be 3 days late. Okay, the senior VP sold. How about, oh yeah, right? We already know about this one. First Republic. We know that they were selling. Oh, look at this, State Street. Ooh, how come you don't see the insider trading? Maybe I hit something different. They took it off. It showed that he had sold. Let's go back. They took it off. What manipulation? It showed that he had sold, the CEO had sold $3 million worth. Let me see if I still have that picture. I think I still have the picture. I'll post it on Twitter if I do. All right, so Schwab is bouncing a little bit today. However, definitely in a downward trend, lower volume as we're moving up. Let's look at Apple. We already looked at Apple. Let's look at AMD today. AMD topping out, tested up here at the 87.80 mark, and potential. We have our point of control hanging out here at 87.09. If we go below that, likely a test down to 85.34. And QCOM. QCOM is continuing to move down today. All right, so if you guys have anything else you'd like to check, put it in the chat. Pfizer today. So Salvatore, I've entered a swing on Pfizer for a swing trade on the weekly chart with a double bottom. All right, I see the support that you're looking at. How about we do this? And see, this looks like it's in a downward trend now to me. It did reverse from the uptrend in a downward trend. And let me turn on my regular moving averages there. If this does not reclaim 40.75, I'm not sure where you entered, but I would look at potential exit to limit risk there, in my opinion. Remember, this video is all my opinion. It is what I see, how I view the stock market. So if you go against it, that's your prerogative. I'm just telling you what I see and what I would do. All right. Anything else you guys would like to check out today? We know that when the stock market crashed, a lot of money went running into Bitcoin over here. Oh, look, we're hitting an anchored volume weighted average price right there. Reminder. Anchored volume weighted average price with Brian Shannon, March 30th, 1 p.m. is free. It is in the description below, and it is also in the chat right now. So what happened? We had some people, oh my goodness, the banks are failing. Let's go to crypto. Run, 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 run. Well, how safe is crypto? How quickly people forget that FTX went down. They couldn't get to their crypto, and it was all locked up, and they lost everything. At least there's FDIC insurance with the banks up to $250,000. Go to the FDIC website to check out to make sure that your stuff is secured. You want to check out John Deere? You got it. DE, right? There we go. John Deere. All right. So John Deere is moving down right now on the daily chart. Right? It looks like, let's put this up over here. Let's put this here, here. All right. So point of control right here is back at 348.84. If we go from the bottom just to see the most recent price action, looks like they sold up at 410.21. And potential support down here, roughly 365.48. So I'd watch to see, it does have a dividend coming up. So I would check that out and see. All right, let's go here. Let's see if this one will play. I like to have music going. All right. Anything else you guys want to check out? We looked at the dollar. Let's go back over here. Let's look at gold. Gold futures. Oh my goodness, look at this, right? Just on the 8th, it was down at the support of 161 exponential. Cruising higher, cruising higher. Silver still below that major point of control right here. However, big bounce and move up. All right, let's look at oil. Oil, bye-bye. Bigger move to the downside. This was the OPEC meeting. United Health, yep. I'm okay. I'm gonna head to the gym, oops. United Health, I don't know the ticker. Right here, this one? Is that the one, Salvatore? United Health Products? UEEC? Looks like it's below. Natural gas as well. Check out natural gas. Natural gas is hanging out just below that point of control. And they are hanging out below the point of control here at 843 as well. All right. I'm going to bring it back on over. So, bottom line is, just double check your risk and your market exposure. Silver and gold have done extremely well in the past 4 days. In my opinion, having some emergency cash, checking out your FDIC or CDIC insurance is important. Okay, UHS. There we go. Universal Health. You got me on which one. So Universal Health, we come back over here. They sold at 137.71, right there, right? It did hit support, or it's almost about to at 113. All right, Salvatore? So check your market exposure. Make sure that worst case scenario, if it all went to zero, you are sure that you are comfortable, right? Remember, the worst case scenario of the market is if it went to zero. What happened to those people in Silicon Valley Bank on Friday when they went to sleep? They thought that they were getting the minimum of 250, right? Even 97% of the bank holders had more than that. Just mitigate your risk. When you're a trader, you mitigate your risk in life as well. You start to see potential catastrophes and you start to set yourself up for success against risk in life, right? So be aware of the bank requirements being at zero. Be aware that Credit Suisse cannot be bailed out by the US government, like Silicon Valley Bank. London's Barclays Bank is closing 55 branches already. They're planning to close 55. You're starting to see repercussions of the US economy in other economies. Be aware, eyes open, and know where you stand, right? Make sure you have a little bit of extra food. Make sure you have a little bit of extra cash. In my opinion, not a bad thing, ever. All right, have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see you guys soon, hopefully at 8:15 in the morning.